but we will talk first. Yeah, we'll talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, some of us can't stay too late anyway. Yeah.
All right, go.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. Tony Leung, right? That's the guy.
Tony Leung.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tony
nice
Leung.
to see him.
The classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous Hong Kong
Leung,
actor.
Yeah, nice to see him.
What's his
This movie.
so Tony
Got
Leung
old now.
Leung
isn't he?
Chiu Wei. Leung Chiu Wei.
Leung Chiu, yeah, here you go. Tony Leung Chiu Wei.
Yep.
Su Wen Wu.
Yep, and all these features were from the Blu-ray.
Meng, and this one is Menga Zhang. Is she
Yeah,
famous too?
apparently,
I haven't
I'm not
heard of
sure.
her.
I haven't heard of her,
I haven't seen it.
Not too sure.
but apparently after the movie, she married some stage crew on
Oh.
Shang.
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah.
She got
Really?
married, yeah.
That's interesting.
Found her true
Oh,
love
interesting.
on
It says
set.
Shang-Chi is her first acting credit.
Oh, that's why we haven't seen her in anything,
Yeah.
because
That's
this is
right,
her first
probably,
role.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
She was good.
Wow. How did she
Michelle
get it?
Yeoh,
Fighter.
Yeah,
Oh,
Michelle.
we all
was
know
Nan.
Michelle
Yeah.
Yeoh.
Auntie Nan.
so many.
Great.
Fala Chan,
Oh yeah,
Oh, is that
famous
Charlotte Chan?
Hong Kong actress. Yeah,
Hong Kong TV show.
very,
Oh,
very famous back in the day.
yeah.
She was also a Hong Kong Miss Hong Kong of the year
Oh, is it?
Oh, she's
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
90 something. Yeah.
Oh, Fala Chan, okay.
But she's from Malaysia, I think.
Fala
no.
Chan.
What?
Oh, maybe she won the
the
international
other-
version.
older one.
Are you sure?
The older one. The aunt is from Malaysia. Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah, Michelle
Oh, yeah,
Yeoh.
Michelle.
My dad's hometown, Ipoh.
Yeah, yeah.
Ipoh.
Ipoh. But we're talking about Fala Chan is
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Oh,
She's Hong Kong, yeah.
Hmm.
Florian Montilon, this guy.
Oh, the white guy.
Raise a fist.
Razor Fist,
Razor.
I don't see a race though. It's like
the Romanian.
Oh, Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Trevor.
He's
Oh my God,
hilarious.
comedian.
I love.
The comedian of
I
the
loved him.
the
in
movie.
this
comedian.
movie.
Yeah.
He
Which
was
is-
so
I love
funny.
his
Yeah.
comic relief.
Which is why we had the prequel
Watched,
one from
Yeah.
2016.
Yep.
It explains quite a bit when he was in prison.
Yeah, why he's with the real Mandarin. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad we watched All Hail the King first. It makes more sense.
Yeah, it gives it that context.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wong
Yep.
is back.
Oh yes.
And
Wong.
of course, Wong coming back. That's fantastic.
And we had
And
the
then Wong
Abomination
as
too.
Wong.
Abomination. Yeah. From the Hulk.
Fighting Wong.
But
Yeah.
his name is Emil.
Emil.
Well, he's Wong calls him Emil, so
Yeah.
he's not called the
And
Abomination.
all these other ones. Ronnie Chang. Which John?
Yeah.
Chang?
There's John-
Australian
Yeah.
comedian.
John
Yeah,
Jones,
right?
yeah,
Stand-up
nice to
comedian.
see him as well.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. He's also was in Crazy Rich Asians as
That's,
Yes,
Side-
he's in Crazy
side
Rich
character.
Asians. That's Eddie
Yep.
Chang.
that's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
recognize him from as well.
Oh yeah,
I
at
think-
the end
I
we
think
had
he was
Brie
stand-up.
Larson.
And then we've got
Mark
Brie
Ruffalo.
Oh, yeah.
there.
Mark
so-
Oh,
Ruffalo.
Captain Marvel.
Bruce
yeah.
Banner. Yep.
Bruce Banner, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see Wong back. And
And then we
apparently
got the two
Shang-Chi's a
friends.
fan. Yeah.
She's a fan, yeah.
fan of Wong as well, just
Yeah.
like me and
Benedict
yeah.
Wong.
Jono.
Yeah. And the 10 rings will
Of the String.
return.
Well, of course they'll return, right?
Yes. Of course.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's pretty obvious.
As what Bruce Banner said, welcome to the circus.
Yeah. It's cool.
So they're definitely implanted into the MCU now.
Yeah.
It might become part of the new Avengers in the future, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good movie. It's actually one of my favorite
Right.
MCU ones now.
Yeah. It's
Same,
really
same.
great.
Likewise.
And yeah, I love the action scenes. It's
Yeah,
just
so
really
good.
dynamic and just
So
well
put together.
put together.
Yeah, I like how
Yeah.
it's the fight choreography is it kind of feels
Choreography.
like they're kind of dancing in a way.
Yeah.
It's like a dance.
Like I'm wondering how long it took them to remember all that. It's quite a lot.
Remember
A
me
lot
of
of
Crouching
takes.
Tiger, Hidden Dragon. In
Yeah,
a little bit, right? Especially early on, when he first met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt a lot like Crouching Tiger.
But how they made the Mandarin or Wenwu.
I think it's the style of fighting that's a
Yeah.
bit like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that
Yeah.
fluidity.
Yeah, the
But
fluidity.
in terms of the
Yeah,
palette, the
smoothness.
the cinematic palette, it could be further from the truth. Because I remember Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon had sort of a black, a grey, a cold, a dark palette, whereas this is quite
More
warm.
colorful.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Quite
the,
warmer,
with the
warm, yeah.
yellows and the oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also
Yeah.
drift through the trees
Mm.
as well. So that's similar.
It's definitely got brighter colors. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
And also not just Crouching
Rush Hour
Tiger,
2.
right? There's
Rush
also
Hour.
like
Oh,
Rush
reference
Hour
to Rush Hour
style,
2,
Rush
of
Hour
course,
2
yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Because Rush Hour did actually have a similar scene on those like planks.
On those
Yeah, on
planks.
the
That's right,
scaffolding,
yeah.
scaffolding, yeah.
Oh yeah, with Jackie Chan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Totally forgot about that.
And even Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, really? Oh.
Hmm.
Well,
not
they did
quite, but-
they did mention
Dragon
Kamehameha.
Yeah, they did mention it.
Dragon
At the end.
The
Kamehameha.
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 Oh yeah, yeah. That's what it
Kamehameha.
comes from.
And then
Dragon
Zhue.
Ball.
But he didn't really do it, right? Did he? He just did it like that, and then he didn't really.
I think at the end when he did that pose, he did in the form all
Yeah.
the rings into a
Yeah.
ball, fireball.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that like Dragon Ball? Or-
Yeah,
Well,
practically. He
Yeah,
practically blew
yeah,
up.
but
the-
he didn't really
enemy.
unleash a ball.
Yeah, he didn't. He put
His
the
dad,
rings
yes.
inside of that monster and then
Exploded.
blew up the monster from the inside.
Yeah. So there's a few pop culture references, even to Aladdin when they were
Aladdin,
singing.
really? Oh.
Singing,
Yeah.
yeah, karaoke.
They were singing that
Karaoke.
over
Hotel
I Told You
California.
World.
under
By
Oh,
the
and
Eagles.
also, I don't
Right.
want to miss a thing.
Oh yeah, that song too.
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
I didn't want to clear his face. I didn't want to, and then fall asleep. That was so funny.
That was funny.
I
Yeah.
just actually just fell asleep.
It's the Godfather reference.
Is it a Godfather reference, really?
It says Godfather. If you scroll up a bit, it said
Oh,
Godfather.
yeah.
So,
But I'm just wondering where. Oh, okay.
Uh,
The inclusion of imagery evoking the masterpiece. But I can't. I don't really. Oh, the
Can't
movie
recall.
posters on his wall.
Well, there was also Kung Fu Hustle on the wall.
Right.
Mm.
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Uncle
Cool.
Pascal. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Kung Fu
Stephen Chow.
Hustle. Yeah,
That's Stephen. That's a classic.
that's a classic movie. It was like on the wall.
Yeah, I love it. Too.
Oh, so the guy Yuan Hua also appears as Guang Bo in Shang-Chi.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Oh,
cool.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
So yes, he also supporting role, right, in Kung Fu
Oh, this
Hustle.
guy.
Yeah, that is him.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
old guy. Yeah. in
Yeah.
the
Famous in the
military.
He was the
old guy.
smoking wife's husband. You know, the
Ew.
couple that owned the big building.
Oh, I forgot a lot about that movie. Should watch it again. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious film. Loved it.
I know it was a good one. Who
Yep,
took
a
it
reference to the
off?
Eagles
that-
song,
That's
famous
so
Eagles song.
funny, the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And she started singing on the planks.
Oh,
At
Yeah,
the
on the
time,
scaffolding.
enemy open in the scaffolding. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
they
sang it
also
several
cranked
times.
it up at the karaoke at the very end.
Yep, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah, that was a classic with the Wong.
With
He
one.
sung it with Wong. That was so funny.
Yeah.
And the Enter the Dragons.
Oh, he's a giant Bruce Lee, really?
Oh, Bruce Lee reference. Okay,
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay.
I guess so.
Well, yeah, okay. I guess it's the whole idea of
Hey,
the
hi,
hero
Mitch.
infiltrating a fighting
Oh,
tournament
it's about
to
a
get to
fighting
a
tournament.
crime lord. That's
Uh,
all.
but the sister owns that tournament.
Yeah. Well, she
Mhm.
is the crime lord.
Yeah.
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 But they were
Yeah.
helping out, so it wasn't like infiltrating the thing because it was the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Rubber in the Bronx. So yeah,
Oh.
this
Rumble in the Bronx.
this
okay.
bus fight is really
Oh,
well
the
done.
bus.
Really
fight.
nice.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of a nod to that. Yeah.
Jackie Chan used a similar technique because he uses his jacket as a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then Planet of the
Kind of.
Apes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
yeah.
this guy.
Pretty.
yeah. He was talking
Yeah,
about
Travis
like
Slattery.
monkeys
Talking
riding
ape.
on the horses.
Yeah, monkeys and the horses. Yeah.
And that's what inspired him, right? To
Mm.
use the power of
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
Like Ben Kingsley is a brilliant actor.
He's
But
then
just
he
so
is- he is.
brilliant as Trevor.
Very
But
funny,
then he
naturally
makes
funny.
Just
Trevor
the comic,
Lavery super funny.
Mm.
the comedy that he brought to this.
Yeah, and how he explained the whole like progress of how he got into the prisons.
Mm.
He played the part of a villain or a terrorist who
Yeah.
who is essentially he was masquerading as the father's name under the father's name, which is why the father wanted it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, originally in Iron Man 3, I think the fans did not like the fact that he was fake, and so I guess Marvel, they sort of try to bring him back in
Bring
this
him back,
way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was planned. Like the whole idea of Iron Man 3 is they weren't getting rid of the story because that was part of the plan.
Yeah, but there was a backlash, right?
Yeah, there
From
was a
fans.
backlash because he wasn't portraying the real Mandarin,
That's right. Yeah.
but
And
that
so-
doesn't mean it was not part of the plan because I guess maybe eventually it was because the All Hail the King short movie or short film was in Thor the Dark World DVD.
Okay.
Dark World, yeah.
Yeah, but it was produced by Kevin Feige for this one.
Mm.
So it's kind of that one was like saying, yes, we know that he's not the real Mandarin, but the real Mandarin is coming.
So already
Yeah.
planned it like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Mm.
He was almost like a decoy in a way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
So this is what it's saying. It's saying how this movie is Marvel's attempt to address its missteps because of in Iron Man 3 that fake Mandarin a chance to prove his value.
Yeah, but they did definitely say that it was part of the plan.
Mm.
Well, they can always
But
say
maybe-
it, but how do we
yeah.
know, right?
And maybe
Because-
maybe they planned it, or maybe they planned it, but they haven't figured out all the details of the stories until later.
Yep.
But
But I
when-
guess the short film did come out in 2016, so they had
Yeah.
a lot of time to
So
Yeah.
5
create
years.
Set
the
it up.
overlapping story of Shang-Chi.
Mm.
Exactly.
But
Well, there,
that
Yeah.
short film, in a way, was an asset to those fans as well.
yeah. Mm.
Because it's like, yeah, the real Mandarin is coming.
Yeah, satisfies the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But I do like how they made the Mandarin in this movie not like a really evil bad guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of,
There's some,
the
it's a
actor.
more nuanced
it's more of a
villain.
just a guy who wants to save his wife. That's all.
Mm.
Yeah, he wants to
Mm.
save the
Mm.
wife. Like,
Mm.
in terms of what Michelle Yeoh's character said, it's like it wants to grant the person his greatest desires.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yes. Yeah.
he was motivated by love in a way.
Yeah, I love true
Yeah.
love. Which is
But
a
it-
good motivation. Yeah.
But a bit of kind of a twisted kind of
Mm.
love in a way.
So he was so obsessed
Yeah.
to bring her back that he went overboard. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But in the end, he came clean. I think he came clean and he came good again at the end. Right at the end.
Right at the end, it's a bit of a what is it, Darth Vader moment. At the end.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
But the thing is, he was bad from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
he was bad from the start,
is, yeah.
and
a
then
bit.
when she met the mother,
When
then
he
he
met
became
her.
yeah
Yeah.
he became good,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he essentially gave up the rings.
And then when she
Yeah.
died, he became bad again. So she is his link to, I guess, his humanity or something.
Yeah, but essentially he gave up the rings, meaning that he could grow old.
Yeah,
Mm.
gave up his
He was willing
immortality.
to give up. Yeah. The immortality.
The interesting thing is when he gave the rings to Shang-Chi,
Son. Yeah.
it's not the same kind. I don't think he gets immortality. It's something else. Even the colors
Different
different.
power. Yeah, to color
Yeah,
different.
it
I think
it
different
changed
power.
in colors.
It's not
Yeah.
blue. It's yellow. As
You
we can
could sort of
see in
tell
the
that
background.
when they
to
were
orange.
fighting,
Yeah,
And
that
you-
last scene when they're fighting.
when he first managed to grab half of the rings, 5 of
Mm.
them, because he
Yeah.
formed the 10 rings into this big long whip thing, but he
Yep.
managed to grab 5 of them and they floated around him, and they, instead of being blue, they were this beautiful golden yellowy
Yeah,
color.
yellow. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
which is
you
essentially
sort of had
at-
hints that
in
that
Benny's
he was going
background.
to be the one to take them and
Mm.
they'd be different.
Different. Yeah. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
different
blue
powers.
Power,
It, it combined his mother's power with his father's.
Oh,
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
yeah.
Especially since
Like-
he's, you know, the heart of the dragon, their great
Mm.
protector, and him learning his, or I guess, I guess he's already picked up some of his mother's style because it did flashbacks to when he was a kid. And then
Yeah.
when he goes to his aunt to say, my mum was the only one who could defeat him. Can you show me how? And she says, do you know who you are? And, you know, you got to take the good and the bad. You're the product of your parents. So he takes both things and makes it his own. And it's nice to see his mother's style come up to the forefront, especially when that bit when he's got his father, like held his father's arms extended and he's holding his father's wrist and his shoulder down, and his father's looking up at him in that same way that he was
The
looking
mother looked.
yeah, in the same way as the opening sequence when his mum did the same thing to his
Yeah.
dad.
He recognized her fighting style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could
His
see
son
her
using
in
it.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked it
But
up. The resemblance.
He picked it up. Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of Easter eggs. I don't know if
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bernie
there's
can-
probably a lot of Easter eggs.
They always have
Yeah, that's
Easter
fine.
eggs.
But apparently as well,
Yep, Yep, one of my favorite
apparently
sitcoms
as
on it.
well,
Convenience.
there
Yeah.
was also an interesting error in translations, as always in a lot of these.
As
things.
always in American
Like essentially,
Asian stuff.
I don't understand a lot of Mandarin, but my mom does.
Independent.
But when she watches, says that it doesn't say eternal life; it says eternal youth.
Eternal youth. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, in the Mandarin
In the
apparently.
Mandarin.
And every
Like it
time the
translates
thing beckons, come here, and it says, come here, my dear, go, oh, she's just saying come here. There's no my dear, but yeah, I guess I see
Yeah, even
why
I picked
you
it up.
put it in.
I didn't hear the deer bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going, there's no such, no.
So there's
Yeah, not in
always
Mandarin.
there's always mistranslation, so I can understand that.
Yeah.
But they're not erroneous so that it's completely misstrued the meaning. So you still get the meaning. So I won't bag it out that badly.
But eternal life and eternal youth tend to be two different things. Though.
But it's the same. I mean, yeah. But
I think what they have to do is, like I said, it's the same dilemma that I've mentioned before about translating. If you can do it literally and say eternal youth, but that's not the same concept. Whereas in a Western world, they're more familiar with the term eternal life, which is its equivalent.
yeah.
Otherwise it's a bit of a jarring moment for Westerners. Go, what the hell is eternal youth?
Eternal youth, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, eternal youth is also in Western culture, but eternal youth also means that they could still die.
It has a different meaning, so I think they needed to get a closer meaning.
But then eternal life is like they won't die.
Yeah. I think that's just a minor thing.
Yeah.
But he dies in the end.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
That's just a
Yeah. Kid's convenience. Yeah.
The kid's convenience.
Very funny.
It's a great show on Netflix. So
Yeah.
if you
Have-
haven't seen it,
You guys,
go,
you sent
go,
it to?
go watch it.
I'm on the final
I-
season.
I remember watching all of the first season. Then I started the second, and they only had up to the second season. So I haven't seen the third season because it was such a long time ago. But
Yeah.
if it's still up there, I better play catch up.
Yep, it's on Netflix. Yeah, all season. And the funny thing, he plays a
They
Korean
should all
guy.
be there now.
And
Yeah, he plays the son.
even though he's
You've
Chinese.
got-
Yeah, he plays the
Because
son,
you've
the
got,
oldest
I
son.
think it mainly follows the daughter, his sister, who's still living with
Janet.
her folks, Amma and Appa.
but he's moved out and he's like the black sheep of the family. So yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't appear much in the third season because he was filming
No.
Shang-Chi.
Ah, that's why.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
that makes sense. But I
Really?
think in
Did they
season 4,
film
he comes back
Shang-Chi
a bit
that long
more
ago?
in season 4.
No. I thought they. Oh, sorry. This sounds like I'm stalking Simulil, but I'm not. He posts every so often onto this Facebook group called Subtle Asian Traits, of which I'm a part
Okay.
of.
Yep. I follow that. Yeah,
think-
I see
Yeah, I
him.
think
most of us
I see
are.
him
Most of us
post
are.
too.
Yeah.
Once in a
But
while,
he
he
I'm in that
actually-
group as well.
He mentioned about filming this or getting this project
Yeah,
after
years
he
ago.
wrapped up Kim's Convenience, unless if I'm incorrect, but I remember him putting up a couple of posts about how excited he was about portraying an Asian superhero
Main lead.
Shang-Chi and the fact that Kim's Convenience was all finished. So yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
season 5 practically ended this year.
Yeah.
Oh, is there 5
Mm.
seasons?
Yeah,
of-
it just came out a couple months ago on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Kim's Convenience is still going. It hasn't finished.
No, it's
Oh,
finished.
it's finished.
Now.
It's
But
it's the
finished.
in
final
the
season.
last the
Yeah.
last season, he doesn't appear much because he was filming.
Filming in
Gotcha.
Shang-Chi.
Right.
But I think there's a bit more focus on him on season 5 now. A little bit more.
And no,
Anyway, back
he
to-
wasn't in it much. He came back near the end of season 5 because he was still filming Shang-Chi at the time.
I think that's okay. I haven't, like I said, I've only seen maybe 1.5 to 2 seasons, and I think the main crux of the character is actually his sister and his parents. So it sort of makes sense, I guess, over the whole story arc. But unless
Yeah,
if they've
yeah.
developed him more as more of a recurring character since then, so I can't say too much. But yeah.
Yeah. So back a
Mm.
reference to the blip.
Yeah.
Did you guys say that on the?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you
they
said
mentioned-
Near the end.
anxiety,
Yeah.
post-blip anxiety,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the poster.
And
was
also
like,
when
oh,
when they were talking to the friend, but we're living in a world
Oh
where,
yeah.
where half of everyone could disappear.
Mm,
That's right. They talked about it. Yeah.
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 Completely missed that.
yeah, Katie points out that Katie points out that
Yeah.
live in a world where
Mm.
half the people on Earth can disappear.
Yeah.
And then later on, there's also the poster about post-blip anxiety. You're not alone.
Okay.
Yep, because the blip is when everyone came back.
And
Mm.
then the 10 rings.
Hang on. So did the people who disappear come back?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a blip. That was a
Oh,
blip.
okay. Sorry, I haven't seen that
Yeah.
film, so yeah.
That was in
That's Endgame, that's Endgame.
Infinite
That's
Wars.
Endgame.
Or
Yeah.
Endgame. Sorry. Yeah. Endgame. Yeah.
And, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, haven't seen Endgame.
So Return of the 10 Rings, which we
Yeah.
Yeah.
so subverted in Iron Man 3.
Yep.
But Shang-Chi serves as a course correction on that little bit, playing them straight.
But I do
Thanks
like
a
the
little.
fact that they don't get rid of the story of Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They've-
turned it to make it
They retcon
make
it.
more sense. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
they
they
did.
retcon.
They didn't retcon. They didn't retcon.
Well, I mean, they sort of try to, I don't know, massage it in such a way that it felt like it's like that all along. You know what I mean?
I think both can hold without the
Yeah.
idea of retcon because in
Yeah.
Iron Man, it was the Mandarin. So
Yeah, yeah.
if he was the Mandarin and the real terrorist was this guy, he
Yeah.
could have made up any 10-ring symbol. Remember how in that short film he goes, doing research, and he describes how done research is Googling your own name. No, putting your own name in Google and having a wank about it. Like clearly they hadn't really researched what the real 10 rings as revealed in Shang-Chi is. So it feels like this is what the Mandarin and the terrorists think the 10 ring symbol look like. But Shang-Chi will show you what the real 10 ring symbol is.
Yeah.
It's the same symbol.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
Mm.
It's the same symbol.
Same symbol. Well,
it
actually,
says
the
it's changed a
characters are
little.
now
No, it's
written
not.
in an
It's-
ancient
It's changed
a
Chinese
little.
seal script.
It's
Yeah, they changed
If you
the
look at the
rings
middle,
They did
in
change
the
it though.
formation
Logos
are
have
the
changed a little.
same, but
Yeah.
yeah, the script is different because I
Chinese
could
script.
recognize some of the Chinese characters and I tried
Yeah,
to
yeah, me
read
too.
all of them and I could see friendship at the top. And then I was going, Oh, I can't quite work out the rest.
Mm.
It
so-
has changed a little bit. Yeah, it has changed a little bit.
So they changed the one in Iron Man 3 to the proper one though.
See, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that-
yeah.
that's
No,
the-
but there was
that's the
another
problem.
shot and it was actually different. Or maybe it was at the end. I also paid attention. When the sister is setting up her operations and sort of
oh yeah, at the end,
recycles
yeah.
That's right,
her
at the end.
dad's compound.
Yeah.
Oh, she changed it.
Oh,
That's
did
right at the
she
end.
change it?
The second post-credit scene. You mean?
Yeah. In the second
Yeah.
post-credit scene.
Yeah, she
we know
changed
that
it
she
again.
changed
Yeah.
it.
So this is
Oh,
the
yeah, I was
revision
Which
paying
is
again.
why
attention
they
to
said
that
out
one.
with the old, in with the new.
Ah,
It's
Is
been
that
changed twice.
White Eagle White on the right.
Mongolian script in Afghanistan. Oh wow. I don't know what it is.
Oh, this is
Not sure.
this is my mum can tell you. She's really good at telling you the different old scripts in Chinese. Like there's
Mm.
meh, what or something, but yeah,
Mm.
that's an older form of the current written Chinese.
Right.
And I think I recognize that one as Wei, as in Wei Dai or Wei.
More traditional form, you're saying? Yeah.
Anyway.
They're sort
Okay.
of like the precursors to the current Chinese characters.
Yep. But as well with the whole Mandarin idea, in terms of who the Mandarin were, and like even in the comics, they
Yeah.
work in the shadows.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in this one, as well as in the prequel show with Joseph Slattery, it was like they're not happy with what he did because they made the Mandarin known.
A joke. Well, like a
Yeah.
comical character, right?
Yeah.
As a comical character as well as known to the world.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which goes against the whole idea of
The idea of
I mean-
working
shadowy
in
of
the
the
shadows.
resistance.
Yeah. I mean, they were
Because the whole
supposed to.
prequel part of that scene of them toppling governments was work in the shadows.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like they're there without people knowing.
Yeah.
So
Ex-
what they did in Iron Man 3, the Mandarin were not happy. Or
Yeah.
the Ten Rings were not happy.
Yeah, this guy is actually from
Yeah. Okay.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, I totally forgot this guy.
The
guy was funny.
The bastard.
The streamer
Oh,
guy.
the vlogger.
Yeah, Zach Cherry.
Oh, the vlogger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vlogger Clev. Yeah,
Streamer.
because
was
he asked
funny.
Spider-Man to perform stunts as he filmed them.
Oh,
Okay.
he was on
I'm
the
gonna grade
ground
this fight.
and and Spider-Man was on the roof, so let's do a backflip.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Yeah, and I
Hang on,
remember.
where is Spider-Man set?
When?
Oh, depend which one. This one or
The one where this
Homecoming.
guy's in.
Oh yeah, just after
Homecoming.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, Homecoming.
where was it set? Like you see
Oh,
here,
what do you
You
it
mean?
mean
says
where?
that
It was before Endgame. It was
I think
Homecoming.
where is it
where-
set?
This was the
Where
first
Where is
Spider-Man.
it set?
New
As
York.
in, is it New York? Is it
I think
Paris?
US.
Is it
I think
London?
New York.
Is it Sydney?
York.
New York.
I think yeah, New York,
Okay,
New York.
guess where
New
they
York,
are in
Manhattan.
this film? San Francisco.
San Fran. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
there's
is
San
correct.
Francisco.
Okay,
This is the logo travels a bit.
he must be some like Marvel superhero.
Yeah, he goes
fanboy
everywhere.
and uplifts his life and moves from New York to
Well, he's
San
he's a
Francisco.
vlogger, so he probably.
Yeah, but
I mean, I suppose
yeah,
he
but as
he
well,
might travel.
many years would have passed between the two movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You could have relocated.
He was in Homecoming, which
Yeah.
was several years before this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, at least 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
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 More than that. So
More, yeah.
But
it's
when
before
did
Infinity
Homecoming
Wars.
come out? 2019. Yeah.
2019. I didn't
Yeah,
think it was
so 2 years.
I think
2019.
after
2
Civil
years.
War,
Mm.
sometime after Civil War.
But you have to
Oh.
remember that Shang-Chi was originally gonna come out much earlier. So
2017.
2017.
2017.
4 years.
Such a long time to wait. Yeah.
and the re-
I think you're thinking of Far From Home.
yeah, I'm thinking of the second one. Yeah. This is the
Not-
first one.
not
Similar
Homecoming,
names.
yeah.
I think.
Homecoming is the first one.
So
that
actually,
the first
no.
one?
So Homecoming is like, yeah. So it's actually before Endgame.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
it's
was,
right. It's
it was
before Infinity Wars.
Endgame, yeah. And Far From Home is the one after Endgame.
So
After, just after Endgame. Yeah.
So it's before
the
the
blip.
5 year jump.
Exactly. So that was more years then.
Mm. But then he doesn't
Got-
look
got the
there's
same
much
back,
shoulder anyway.
cameo,
So.
Yep. But the thing with
Razor fist.
Spider-Man is all of their names have the word home in it.
That's the thing. That's why it's
Far
confusing
from
for people.
home,
Yeah.
homecoming,
Home.
and
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Notice
No,
that.
no way
Yeah.
home. No way
Yeah.
home.
And the newly announced one, Spider-Man, what was it? They effectively just announced a new Spider-Man
The title, really?
title, which
the
is
fourth
an
one.
animation
Oh, the animation one.
on Disney Plus.
Right. And also all the
Uh,
other announcements like zombies, whatever.
And zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
She-Hulk. Yeah.
Oh, it's Spider-Man freshman year.
Oh, okay. No home in the title.
Seems so. But it's, apparently we're getting Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
Officially a Marvel Zombies Disney Plus show.
Marvel Zombies.
Yeah,
Another zombie series.
that'll be interesting to see.
So we talked
how they
about
do
this
that.
just now, yeah. The jacket wolf.
Yeah.
Jackie
Oh,
Chan.
The
we can.
jacket.
Jackie Chan.
Heavily inspired by Jackie Chan in Chinese wuxia films, and it where's its love.
Mm.
Yeah, I really liked that boss fight. It was
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's one of the
very,
really,
very well done.
that's one of the
Very well
really great
choreographed.
action
It's probably one of the
sequences.
highlights.
One of
Yeah.
the best actions I've seen
Yeah.
in years.
Shang-Chi's origin has changed, but still references the
I loved how
comics.
he used his jacket on the bus fight because it
Yeah.
reminded me of Jackie. Oh, here we go. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right, yeah.
it mentions.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
It's yeah,
Yeah.
homage.
I still reference the comics. Shang-Chi's
Still
origin.
references the
Yeah.
comics.
So
yeah.
does the comics give a definitive answer on the source of the rings or no?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a good question. The
Because it's a bit
Shang-Chi
vague in
and
the
the Ten
movie.
Rings one,
Hmm.
I haven't really looked too far into the comics for these ones, so I'm not actually.
It says
too
its origin has completely changed,
Oh, okay.
but certain elements still link.
Okay.
So it's not
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a big,
yeah.
big change. Yeah.
but
I
it's
guess
still an
it's-
MCU version of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Golden daggers.
One daggers used by the
Club
sister
in
Shao Ling.
Macau.
So,
In the comics, the Golden Daggers were a criminal organization led by Shang-Chi's sister.
Liko.
So okay, still similar. Golden daggers.
Okay.
I'm
Her
glad
name's
they
different.
gave her
Na-
a name
the actual
that's
Chinese name, yeah.
Chinese in MCU
Yeah.
because Liko
Liko's
sounds more
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
Liko.
Why did they even
Chinese.
give her?
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a strange thing.
Oh, Black Widow.
Black Widow. Oh, really?
So one of the fighters was a Black Widow
A Black Widow. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
because there are multiple Black Widows
Yeah.
Oh,
Black Widows now. Yeah.
in the Black Widow movie. Yeah, that's one of
right at the end,
Black
yeah.
Widows.
interesting. Yeah. So that was during the fight we saw.
Yeah. So there's another
another
connection
fight
there.
between the
Mm.
Iron Man. Yeah. Black Widow
Yeah,
fighting
that's right.
a soldier, extremist
Yeah.
powered soldier,
Mm.
and Abomination.
Eternal Abomination.
So they brought Extremis back, which was also in Iron Man 3.
Mm.
Emil.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
so
called him
this-
Emil.
So that big monster guy is played by Tim Roth.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
First appeared in the Incredible Hulk.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So now that's properly canon now.
Canon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he'll return in the She-Hulk
Uh,
TV series. So we'll see
cool.
more of Abomination.
Of Emil.
Mm.
Oh, okay, yeah, of Emil. Longsky.
Yeah, but it does seem like he may not be as bad this time around.
Mm.
Oh, in the TV show.
They seem to have changed his character.
Because the Abomination is essentially used to be the enemy of the Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah.
Mm.
But since the Hulk or Smart Hulk is kind of still around because he's still the Smart Hulk in apparently the She-Hulk show, which they actually did a little preview as well for Disney
Mm.
Plus Day.
Mm.
So that's gonna be interesting that we'll see the Hulk and She-Hulk.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still confusing as to why he appeared as the human form at the end of
At the post-credit scene.
This
Yeah.
this post credits
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
Like
it's
the
still
Bruce Banner
obviously
film.
it's still obviously after Endgame.
Mm.
Yeah.
But can he still go between like the Bruce Banner Hulk and the Smarts Hulk though?
Yeah. Professor Hulk. Yeah.
Can he? Yeah. Can he just change back and forth at will?
Yeah, because
Mm.
they have shown the preview for the She-Hulk show now, and
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
he is Smart Hulk in that show.
Okay.
And not Bruce Banner.
Yeah, I think they'll have to explain that somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
the-
of
So
course we've
Wong.
got Wong.
Well, Wong was
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wong.
Yeah, of
Wong,
course,
good.
Wong. Everyone loves Wong.
Everyone
Famous
loves Wong.
Wong. Yeah,
Famous
everyone loves
Wong.
Wong.
He should just become the next Doctor Strange.
Is Wong the same guy who's played by Benedict
Benedict
Wong?
Wong,
At the end?
Yeah,
Yep,
Benedict
same-
Wong.
yeah,
It's
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong's Wong.
Actually,
But I
name
was
it Benedict
seeing
Wong as
things
well.
because I'm sort of going, why is he in this ring? And then he's there at the end,
Yeah.
having a conference call with Captain Marvel and,
yeah, yeah.
And Bruce Banner.
I'm like, why are you fighting and then in that world? But I guess if you've got nothing else to do and you're a bit bored,
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe he's bored. He can go anyway, right?
Yeah, he could go anywhere and
Yeah.
still go to karaoke with Shang-Chi and
Yeah.
mm,
And get drunk.
Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun that he decided to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Can
And
And I
oversee
like the
yeah.
fact that,
friends
and I
across
like
the
the
world.
fact that people are betting on this match, right? But you can tell
Mm.
that they both, the opponents are friends.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, because he's like,
From the
"Oh, how you
dialogue.
feeling? You need to do,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
he's looking out for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. They're fake
Mm.
fighting. Yes.
yeah, but the thing is
Mhm.
Wong could be as powerful as Doctor Strange.
Mm.
He could be. Yeah.
Magic Paul.
Of course. So that was mentioned
That's
in
from
the Winter
Soldier
Soldier and the
Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like a cantina. Most Eisley cantina of the MCU.
Hmm.
There's even a welcome to Magic Paul website. It's yeah, anyway. Fake. Swiftly removed. Death
Oh,
Dealer,
this
who's
guy.
this
Yeah.
guy?
it's,
Shang-Chi villain from the comics.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he-
yeah. So he was
fighter.
fighting in a building, right? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was, but then he died really quickly to those soul eaters.
Yeah. And and he was, one of the trainers for Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah, so
Interestingly.
Shang-Chi had like really bad memories with him,
Mm.
which is why he like wanted to kill him.
yeah, he was a harsh mentor to Shang-Chi, but did not train the sister. As like women were not allowed to be members of the Ten Rings.
Yeah, but considering she did learn how to fight herself,
She learned how to fight.
Yeah.
herself.
That's why
Yeah,
she trained
just,
in secret
and not only
by
that,
herself. Yeah.
she wanted to do it better than everyone else.
Yeah.
Wen Wu's fortress in Hunan.
Hunan. Okay.
Hunan.
Hunan.
Oh, okay.
It's a province in China. Yeah.
So that's where it is. Mhm.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah. And okay, explaining the Mandarin argumentary, which we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we kind of went over that one.
Yeah, we already went through that
But this is
quite a bit.
this is funny, right? Like naming it after a fruit.
Yeah,
Or chicken dishes, was I said.
yeah.
I didn't realize that the fortress was in Hunan because I was
Hunan.
always thinking, where is it? But
Mm.
I
Interesting.
remember friends having gone there and
Mm.
Yunnan as well. When you talk about Chinese mountains, they're more like those, it's like the 12 apostles, a pillar of rock that sticks up.
Mm.
It's, you don't tend to get them. Yeah, I'm not sure. I won't say anything because I'm not 100% familiar with my Chinese geography.
Mountainous Hunan province. Yeah.
Yeah, but normally
Yep.
the
But
Hunan
as
Chinese
well, he's
mountains,
also quite
they're
old in
the ones
in
that
the
stick
show.
up like a knife blade.
Oh.
Mm.
Like,
So,
like
yep.
yeah, so I'm like, you didn't get that right there. Anyway.
Yep, and they didn't really reveal the age of
Yeah. Of
Wen
Wu.
Father Wen Wu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they
Be-
say it at the beginning?
Yeah,
You
it's
know, when they were introducing him, because they, for thousands of years or something.
yeah, so it
I'm
could
not
be
sure if-
thousands of years. We don't really know because they didn't really say the age. But when that old man in the village talked to him and says he says, watch who you're talking to. I've lived 10 of your
Young man.
lifetimes."
Yeah, I
Young
live you
man.
seven. Yeah, seven
Yeah,
times
young
He called
your
man.
him,
life. or
he
something,
called him
yeah.
young. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
young
I've
man,
lived
yeah.
10 of your lifetimes.
Yeah, 10 times. Yeah,
And the interesting
Yeah.
thing is he has been known by many names over millennia, like Warrior King, Master
yeah,
Khan,
Master
Ah.
Khan.
possibly referencing Genghis Khan himself.
Yeah, almost
Probably.
like that.
So Genghis Khan was himself Wenwu.
Well, he was feared.
He was
Yeah.
feared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
he
the
was
comics,
feared, but
Master Khan is indeed an alias of the Mandarin.
Ah.
Mm.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery.
Then we've got Trevor Slattery.
We saw the one shot All Hail the King. Slattery
Yeah.
was broken out of prison.
but the 10 rings to kill him, as I said. So they break him out just to kill him.
just to
but
kill
then
him.
he broke out into this random thing. So they killed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in this movie, he actually serves a very important role. He actually got
Yeah.
them into the mystical realm.
Yeah.
With
So
the
he
help
gets-
of Morris.
Yeah, with the help of
Yes.
Morris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with Morris,
yeah.
yeah.
Morris,
His
Morris
pet.
helped a lot.
Morris's translator.
So cute.
Yeah.
Turn left,
Cute pet.
turn right. Now,
Yeah,
you go straight.
That
And
was
turn left now.
hilarious. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah. It's very cute as
And I
well.
loved, and it's so keeping in him when Morris comes up to him because he's like, "Oh, you're dead," and he goes, "I'm not dead. I'm just playing dead. Now you go, well, you go play dead too." And that's
It's
just
just
It's so
performance.
then
I'm
those
just doing a
soul suckers
performance.
won't come and grab his soul.
Yeah.
Well, for someone who can't really fight, that's kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really his
Faint,
only
yeah.
option.
Faint.
Unless the deleted scene shows that he can be, I guess, the equivalent how Shang-Chi and Xialing were on the dragon, and he was riding Morris, leading a whole flock of other Morris-type creatures through the sky.
Yeah, that could have been quite good if they actually
Yeah.
did.
I
complete
thought
Yeah,
that
they
was
left.
Yeah.
pretty
It
cool.
Would have been good. I
I
reckon
That
thought
was
would
like
it looked
super
cool,
cool.
yeah.
left that in the
Yeah.
movie. I reckon. Yeah.
Oh, well,
But-
I
but
thought
as well,
that
a lot of the
deleted
deleted-
scenes aren't quite deleted. They're sort of like either edited or
Yeah.
alternate. So
Yeah.
like the conversation when
Some of them
Ka-
are
Kate-
extended.
in the
Some of them are
girls'
just
room,
extended. Yeah.
Mm.
or the fact that they dial into Xialing and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going bowling," and then she goes, "Oh, I gotta go because she's dealing with her virgin, well, I guess expanding her empire."
Yeah.
So
So
this
what do you think of Shang-Chi and Katie?
Katie.
Oh,
Oh,
those two.
Would they be in a
Yeah.
relationship or
good?
not?
Good friend.
I hated
None of-
that. It
Yeah.
didn't-
Just
that was
They should
not
keep
the
them as-
right
they should keep them as
dynamic. So
good
I'm
friends,
glad
so-
that they cut out that conversation
yeah.
when she goes, "Oh, now I can see now that I've met you, I can see what my brother sees in you." And I go, "Oh, don't." And same with at the end when she sort of leans into him, go, "They're just good mates."
It's
Like,
more good
Yeah.
friends. Yeah, it's more good
I
friends.
can
Yeah.
understand the grandma saying stuff like that. You know how you've got your nose
Yeah.
When are you getting married?
Asian grandmas, aunts, and uncles always asking about you. Well,
Yeah.
okay, maybe not.
You're gonna
you
get married
guys,
yet
but
and stuff. Yeah.
he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, when are you getting married? You got a boyfriend yet?" In my head, I'm like, "Oh, shut up."
Well, similar little
Yeah.
jokes about a potential romance between Shang-Chi and Katie
Oh,
in a
don't
funny
go down there.
post.
I
Post.
don't think they're going
don't see
down
that,
that
yeah.
path.
I
And we didn't
yeah,
really know where.
no.
Anyway.
I guess we'll
Yeah,
find out
that
later.
last
anyway.
shot that I was talking about that you scrolled to,
What?
where
Oh.
they're sending off the lanterns there. Oh, at the end, yeah, where she leaned in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
goes,
Puts her
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
leans her head on the shoulder.
I've got
Yeah.
lots of single male friends. I don't do that to them.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's that no. Like we're good
Budding
mates.
romance.
Yeah, no.
But they were
Maybe
best
they're-
friends for 10 years.
Yeah, maybe they're sort of hinting it, I suppose. But yeah,
They maybe keep it open.
we don't
yeah.
know.
Maybe they left it open-ended as well. I think.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. If it's going that
Simu
way,
says,
no.
cut it out with you. Maybe platonic, but maybe not friend.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
Well,
not.
that's
Yeah.
because he,
Mm.
as an actor, they have to film every single scene. They don't
Mm.
know what ends up on the cutting floor.
Yeah.
So we have the benefit of the doubt of the editor and the director actually goes, no, this is where we want to take the story. But clearly they've had to shoot, like, you know, how the conversation with Katie and Xiaoling, that also points to, you know, platonic, maybe not platonic as well.
well,
Yeah.
Simu Liu and
The
Awkwafina,
sister
they're
sort of-
open to a romance.
Oh.
Well,
We'll
both
see
the
what
sister
happens,
and the father thought that they were together.
Yeah.
And like even the dad sort of thought that that was his girlfriend. But
Yeah, the same
you know.
I don't
girlfriend.
know, but from personal experience, people just tend to talk.
Yeah.
If they're not the same, if you're not of the same gender, people
Mm.
start
it's more just like speculation.
people
isn't it?
start speculating, even
Yeah.
though there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
it just really, you know, gives me the SHITS.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Actually, back
what
to this
happens, I
Talo.
guess.
Talo
yeah.
is the oh yeah, that
It's
place, yeah,
from-
at the
Yeah,
end.
I was wondering about that place.
Talo.
Actually,
So the store visit Talo at some point.
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah, went
different
to
from
Talo.
comics.
Dimension, number the
Very
moon is
different.
so
I wonder-
well.
Looks
I
very
wonder
nice
if
there.
that will, I wonder
Yeah.
if they'll do that in the movies as well. Like
Mm.
Five
Mm.
interdimensional nexuses.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
lead to
Nexus.
Talo.
It's a key
Each
word.
one- ooh.
Well, they did
Yeah.
go through a dimensional tunnel.
And the only
Oh, hang
objects
on.
Yeah.
Could you go back up a
Yeah.
bit? Could you?
Yeah.
It did. Shang-Chi wisely ditches this idea of where they could be culturally insensitive. Oh, okay.
Okay.
culturally insensitive.
Really? Okay.
Oh, if you read the whole sentence, that,
Oh, okay.
how
This
like
bit,
in the
yeah.
original
Home to
Marvel,
Xi'an.
it is home to Xi'an, a race akin to the Asgardians who have inspired China's Taoist gods.
Mm.
I think that's a fair thing to do.
Ditch. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know
Mm.
much about it, leave it.
Leave it, yeah.
Yeah, they probably just didn't know enough.
Actually, it is interesting, based on the fact that it's on this Qingming Jie, which happens
Sure.
on April 4th. And so that allows them to then say this is what the timeline looks like. Where does Shang-Chi fit? It's in between WandaVision and Falcon.
Because Shang-Chi
cool.
was meant to be released last year.
Yeah,
as
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's actually before Far From Home, apparently, according to that
Mm.
list. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
It's also
Yeah,
meant to be
okay.
before Far From Home. Yeah.
But did you actually know that Shang-Chi is actually banned in China?
Yeah, because of a comment
Why?
that Simu Liu made or something, right?
What comment was that? Did he
What?
make in the movie?
Not
it
in the movie, not in the
or-
movie. He
or
made
interview?
Not
a,
in
That's
the
like a-
movie.
It's
made
not
a-
so it's not aligning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he was.
some interview or something. Oh,
the comments about
okay. Oh, interesting.
what did he
About
make?
about the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, he referred to China as a third world country and claimed that the people there were dying of starvation. But this was back in 2017, though, so they kind of dug it up.
He could have said it as a sarcastic joke. I don't know.
No,
Who
if you
knows how to-
scroll up
Yeah.
where it says the comments were wherein Liu spoke of his parents telling him about living in the communist society. So if he's never been there,
Yeah.
and the only info was from his parents
Parents.
who was only living there back in the day, then he does, it's not his fault that his info is not up to date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's
Yeah.
changed a lot since.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's changed a lot since.
But apparently China is still quite aggressive in terms of these things.
Of
Yeah.
course, China and their whole, we have
Overly
to have the
aggressive sometimes.
perfect, pristine image. And that's why their
yeah.
censorship is so strong. Like, even though it's the truth,
Yeah.
Even within the Wuhan epidemic and all their citizen journalists and even non-citizen journalists, just the cover up of truth, just
Actually, what a
Yeah.
shame. Like if
Yeah.
this
For sure.
movie,
It's because of
know,
one comment from
the box
Similu.
office would have been so much higher.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
China too.
Yeah, but the thing about it is they were looking for an excuse not to get the movie there.
Yeah, looks that way.
Yeah, I'm sure that if they wanted to show it, they
They would have
find other
yeah.
reasons. Like,
So they just
if
didn't
they
like
want
it.
to slap you with something, whether it's Australia and trade agreements, whether it's a citizen
They'll
Yeah,
find
who's
some
being
excuse. Yeah.
outspoken,
yeah, but
exactly.
apparently,
something.
from what I saw, it was from the Chinese government.
Mm.
But apparently, Hong Kong is still fine.
Okay.
Just China.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh,
Maybe
anyway,
not for long.
creature. Oh yeah, I love the creatures in Shang-Chi.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
a
I,
cool
I
creature.
love
So cute,
I love those. Yeah.
so
The
beautiful.
chili,
and I wish I could have one in my.
the Feng Huang, Feng
Yeah.
Feng Huang,
Fen Huang.
Feng
Fen
Huang.
Huang.
I love
Feng
that.
Huang.
Yeah,
Shaman's got the
it's-
pronunciation.
It's really quite
Yeah,
beautiful.
I learned Mandarin.
Who?
I like to
You know, like
look
the
it up
long
too.
fong.
Oh.
So this is the fong.
Look, oh, the dragon.
I really like the
No, oh.
lions.
Yeah, the lion.
lions
It's
are
like the lion
Chinese
dance.
lion.
The lion
Fantastic.
dance. Lion.
是
She is lion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
like those lion
Morris.
dogs.
Morris is
Yes.
地江.
Oh, Morris. They spelled it. No, it's not Morris. That's wrong. It's actually Morris.
Oh,
They
No,
spelled-
M-O-R-I-S.
well, because when I
Morris.
first
In the
watched
subtitles
this
it
in the
is.
cinema, when I
Yeah.
watched this in the cinema, how they spelt Morris is how I would have spelt Morris. So I don't know why the
Okay.
Subtitles.
subtitlist actually put Morris as in a surname version. If you want to give
Yeah.
someone the name Morris, this is the correct way of spelling it. So I don't know what the decision
Right.
of having subtitles.
Yeah,
I guess-
O-R-R-I-S.
So-
Yeah.
Subtitles.
I guess it's the same way of.
But then again-
but
pronouncing
those
it,
were
so it doesn't
the
matter. Doesn't
official
matter.
subtitle as well because that was from the
Officially from the
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And normally, I don't know, like my brother has a friend also called Maurice, but he
Okay.
it's always pronounced Maurice.
Morris.
Not Morris.
Morris.
Maurice. Yeah,
Maurice.
Oh,
it's,
that's a good point.
Oh,
good point.
really?
Maurice.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
the correct
Maurice.
way to pronounce his name because
Yeah,
no
it-
one ever pronounces
I
his
read
name
it
as
as like
Morris.
Maurice
Like,
instead of
it's always
Morris.
Maurice. Yeah.
I think you
That's how
always
my brother
pronounce.
calls him.
Maybe it's up to the person. Because one of the Bee Gees out of the original three, the first to pass away, is actually
Gibbs.
Morris, and it's Maurice.
Oh, I
Unless
thought it
I've
was
been
always Morris.
mistaken and he pronounces his name Maurice.
Hmm.
I thought it was always Maurice.
I just remember we had an MP called Morris
What?
Oyama.
Yeah.
You remember him? Our state premier. Anyway.
I think he's like part French or something, so he would like it
Mm.
pronounced differently.
Yes.
So yeah.
I really like the fact that they used real Chinese mythical.
Yep,
Yeah,
I love that.
The great.
I'm glad I did
Protector,
that.
I
Make more
love the
sense-
design of
more
that.
And they have a
authentic,
toy.
yeah.
They have a toy.
Oh, yeah.
They have a
okay.
what?
I'm
Nice.
glad they have
Of course they would.
Of course they'll have
The merchant
you know,
for the kids.
merch.
Yeah.
Merch.
They've
It's
got-
Yeah,
called
they have
the
one
creature
for
Fing
Maurice
Fang
too, right?
Foom. Fing
We'll
Fang
have one
Foom.
for the teachings.
Mm.
Actually, it's interesting because Shang-Chi is actually set in the year 2024,
2024,
which is the year
yeah.
of the dragon.
Oh, that
that's
is
my year.
cool.
That's my year.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It will be in 3 years for us, 3 years time.
So he is the great protector. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Great
Yeah.
Protector.
That's why he is. Yeah.
The Dweller in Darkness and
Ah,
Soul
nice.
Eaters.
Oh, I love how the comics actually drew him that way, and it's like completely different to how
Yeah.
the
Mm,
film
the movie.
had it. Yeah.
It's like mystical creatures in the film. Yeah.
The movie had it like this sort of bat-winged
Bat
creature
wing, yeah,
with many
yeah.
tails,
Yeah.
sort of like a lizardy dinosaur
Yeah.
body with
Yeah.
bat wings and lots of tails.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like a
effectively,
very mystical
if you
creature.
know how the movie works, people have already explained it, but it was a really bad idea for the Soul Eaters to get the 10 rings to get it out.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I thought you mean that bit how the soul dweller in darkness is finally defeated is when he sort of pushes the 10 rings into the beast's throat, and it's sort of doing spinning turns in its stomach, and it's pretty much an internal explosion.
Yeah.
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 And the thing
Yeah.
that he asked to help get him out was the thing that actually ultimately killed him.
That's true, eh? Yeah.
So,
So they shouldn't have used
Uh.
the 10 rings.
What?
Okay.
Could you
Oh.
explain that?
Because
the dweller in darkness asked the wielder of the 10 rings to get him out of the cage.
but that's
Yeah.
the 10 rings actually eventually killed him. Killed
Yeah.
the
So it
Ah.
kind of knew that it was powerful enough to get it
Get him
out,
out,
get himself out. But I don't think it was smart enough to know that it could kill him.
Yes.
so
Yeah,
it didn't
it
have
wouldn't
enough
have-
foresight to
Yeah.
he wouldn't have known that. Yeah. no.
think.
It sort
Yeah.
of makes sense that maybe the ultimate soul eater, the dweller in darkness, they may be aware of the power of the 10 rings, but was ignorant into how to actually use it, wield it for himself, take possession of it. So
Yeah.
Yep. So it ultimately
Mm.
became its undoing.
The irony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ironic.
They're not vibranium
Ah.
as banners as the 10 rings.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's not,
It's not
a
alien
number.
either.
Not alien
Yeah,
either.
not alien.
It is of the earth, but it is still
I
magic.
don't
And
know.
it's really
I don't know
old.
what it's made of.
And
Yeah,
it's really
from- yes.
old.
From
Yeah, that's
the
why-
current idea of that is it's made by the Eternals.
Ah, yes.
Ah.
It's an
Yeah, I saw the
ancient-
reference to
links to
Eternals
Eternals,
above.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Maybe
that
that's
above.
the link.
Like,
Maybe we'll
As in
find
it-
out.
yeah.
So it's a link
Yeah.
to the Eternals because it's not
After.
made by them, or it is made by them.
It could be made by
it
them.
could
Made by them.
be
Yeah, by
made
them.
by them.
Ah,
The Celestials.
Bruce Banner's arm is injured. He didn't feature.
Oh, this is from Endgame.
That's from somewhere
actually.
else.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't seen
Endgame.
Endgame.
That's
Oh,
not
dear.
in Shang-Chi. No.
Yeah, but effectively his hand was still in the sling.
Yeah, yeah.
As
Yeah.
Yes,
Bruce
yeah, he's in
Banner
a
was.
sling.
The
I
right
saw that.
arm, the right arm is in the
Yeah,
sling.
Bruce
Ah.
Banner.
Yeah, I noticed his injury there.
He's in a,
but
yeah, he's
yeah.
in a sling. Yeah.
Just permanent injury
Wow.
is permanent damage.
Permanent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be right.
irreversible.
It's so
Um,
powerful.
Doesn't mean that in the
Those-
TV
those
show,
stones.
he'll keep having the sling.
Yeah.
Probably.
In,
There's all
in the
those stones,
pre-
right?
In the
They're so
preview,
powerful.
he still was in a sling, but he was a smart Hulk in the preview for She-Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wrong
wrong name
name
drops.
drops.
And then-
Kamatage.
Yeah, what is?
From
I
Doctor
heard
Strange.
mention
Kamartaj.
From Doctor
Kamartaj.
Strange.
He goes, it's a he
Signal.
said that when you first he summoned Shang-Chi and Katie in, he goes,
Yep,
yeah, when you
that-
first use it,
That is
I-
where Doctor Strange
That's
trained.
got training.
Ah, yes.
That's
That's
training.
where
Ah.
Kamatouch.
He
That's
went before.
Kamatage. So at the beginning of Doctor
That's
Strange,
Kamatage,
he
yeah.
was searching for
With the
Kamatage.
ancient one, yeah? The
Where
ancient
the
one
ancient
is.
one lived.
The ancient one. Yeah,
Yeah, he was searching for Kamatage. So that's
Oh.
what they made.
that's where it is. Yeah.
Doctor
One of the
Strange
best babies
reference.
ever.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Wong
Yeah.
is
Just great.
from
And he's from
Kamatage.
Strange as one as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Wong himself is from Kamatage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He trained in Kamatage.
Yeah.
With Doctor
But-
Strange.
In fact,
Doctor
Wong was there
Strange.
before Doctor Strange.
Of course
Yeah, he was there with with ancient
Yeah.
one, yeah.
He was in the library and when they
Yeah, he
first
was
met.
the
librarian.
librarian.
He was
Yeah.
studying,
It was funny. That's when he first got
Wong
introduced
in
to
the library
library.
with the candlestick.
Hotel California theme is complete.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's the song of the movie.
I love
Hotel
that.
California.
Call back for that song.
Classic
Even
song.
at the end, it came back. Wow.
Mm.
This
Yeah,
time
it keeps coming
with,
back.
with Wong.
Or
But it's kind of interesting that they got two sitcom stars to play like the lead roles.
we
Yeah.
got two what?
Two
Sitcom
sitcom
stars.
stars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which sitcom was Aquafina in?
Nora from
Aquafina's-
Queens.
Oh yes, that's right. You told me. Us.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but
Yeah, me neither.
It's super funny, but it's only 2 seasons. But it's Aquafina being Nora from Queens.
Mm.
Mm.
I think we should Yeah, because I know Bernie is.
Oh, that's,
you
that's all
have
right.
to
yeah.
go,
Yeah.
right? You have an
What
early
all right.
morning
time?
tomorrow.
Oh, we
It's
should just
okay.
we should just talk
It's
about
okay.
our
I can just jump to
score.
bed. That's fine.
Our
That's
score.
fine.
Yeah,
Our
let's
score.
let's
And
give
we
our
also have
scores.
bleepers as well.
I know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we should
You
bloopers!
can watch it. You can watch
Bloopers.
it
We should
after
talk
the
about our
ratings.
score first. Yeah.
We'll give our scores first to round off the
Scores.
reviews. Yeah.
Who wants to go
Okay.
first?
You can go first.
All right, I'll go I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ready?
yeah, as you know, I've seen it twice. I thought it was also one of the best MCU movies for me, and
Wow.
great action scenes, well choreographed,
Mm.
and great story, and yeah, I'll give it I was going to give it a 9, but I'll give it an 8.5.
Wow.
Mm.
8.5
Wow.
because the
That's pretty
mystical
That's a
creatures.
high score.
I don't know. At the end, the mystical creatures. I don't know what you guys thought, but to me, that was the only part that was a slight anticlimax. But it was still good. It was still a great scene. But
I think I kind of agree with
otherwise,
you
I'll give it a
too.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought that was anticlimactic.
No, no.
I
So,
like
so,
that.
so what I
So-
what I
slightly,
felt
yeah.
what I felt was I really loved the first half of the movie.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
The
I-
first
I
two
wish-
thirds.
I sort of wish that they could have just said everything in San Fran,
Stay
and
in
not
San
have to go to
Which
that.
To Macau,
mystical
and then to
place.
Hunan.
Or to the mystical land.
And then
Yeah.
to
Mystical land.
Talo.
The first half was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's why I wouldn't give it as high as it could have
Mm.
given it. So maybe an 8 for me.
That's
Wow, they're still high
yeah.
scores.
Yeah.
I agree with 8.
Next.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I do like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that I don't know. Like when you go to Talo, I mean, it is really beautiful, but then you sort of feel like, oh, I wish there was more. Like, sort of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
the opposite. I just thought it was uneven pacing, as in from San Fran even to upon their arrival at Talo, that
Mhm.
those sequences and those scenes seemed to speed up the narrative. But once
Yeah.
they got there, it was just
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
prep and
Yeah.
then battle, and nothing
yeah.
else really happens. for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
long
It's just preparing
time.
for the final battle, right?
Yeah,
Up
and
to
it was
that
just
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
that unevenness in pace I didn't like.
Yep. Well, I actually enjoyed the movie. I do agree with the randomized pacing in the end, but I still give it probably one of the highest scores that I'd probably give a movie right
Ooh,
now.
I can't wait for this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
7.5 because I do.
That is high.
Oh,
That is high. for
I
you.
do like
Oh, wow.
international movies quite a bit. Like it doesn't matter what language. Like I watch a lot of Ghibli films, Japanese, Korean dramas, Chinese films. Internationals I always tend to like a lot. As well, I do like how they mix both the Chinese, Mandarin,
mm,
and
nice
English.
cultural touch. Yeah.
Mm.
And apparently some Cantonese in there somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh,
it,
only in
so,
Macau.
Yeah, I didn't
only
really
very
understand
little
it
way.
too much,
Only
but
in Hong
apparently
Kong.
Very
I liked
little
it.
in Macau.
Yeah.
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 And it's nice that they hired actors who could speak
They can actually speak
Mandarin
it.
competently.
In
And
the accent.
sometimes, especially with the older, maybe the 90s, 80s, when they try to cast, that they do try to cast correctly. And then sometimes I can tell that these people aren't native Cantonese speakers, but they're still Chinese, whether they're native, maybe Mandarin or dialect or San Hakka, I don't know. But I was going, yeah, that's Cantonese, but there's an accent there.
There's an accent. Yeah,
So
West
I'm
Coast
really
accent.
glad that these people who speak Mandarin, they're native. They don't have an accent.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
to pronounce it
ending as well,
properly.
it was a bit rushed.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was a bit rushed too. Like, especially with the creature fight at the final fight
Yeah,
with the
Because
creatures
I liked the
the dragon
pacing
with the-
quite a lot until the end. It just went
until the
from
end. Yeah,
The end, like pacing
20
was like,
minutes.
fine, and then the end was just like, poof, like
well,
what?
yeah, rushed.
It was a little too
No,
abrupt.
I thought it was fine, got a bit slower, got really slow. And I'm like, can this darn film end already? And even the whole overly dramatic bit of how she shot the dragon through the throat. I'm like, really? You want to over dramatize this bit? It's slow enough already. Get a move on.
Yeah,
But overall,
it's good to have all have different views.
But overall, I like.
overall, it
yeah.
was probably one of my
Okay.
favorite MCU ones.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Likewise. yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it wasn't overly
Mhm.
stereotypical Chinese.
Mm.
And I like the fact that
Yeah.
it brought out,
They
and
mixed it
I
up, didn't it?
understand the diversity of stories and voices, but it's really nice to see people, I guess I can relate to, who are in the crossfire, in the crosshairs, and stuck between multiple cultures, and like how
Yep.
Katie and Shang-Chi possibly are, where
Mm.
you know they straddle a past or a background of one, but they're currently living or grew up in another culture, and having to, I
Yeah.
guess, even the fact that I know Awkwafina can actually speak Mandarin,
Yeah, we know that.
because of her
She did that in
appearance
Farewell, yeah.
Farewell.
Mhm.
But yet she plays a character where she goes, I don't speak Mandarin. So, and I'm like, yeah, from my experiences of fellow ABC friends, I've got friends who can speak Cantonese or Mandarin really, really well, right down to ABC friends who go, oh, I understand, but I can't speak it. Yeah. So I like that. There's a nuanced
Yeah.
nature to
Mm.
you know, being of Asian descent, but growing up in a Western.
Yeah, stuck in
Huh?
between
Yeah.
the two
Yeah.
cultures. Yeah.
So having said
Right.
all that, what is your score then?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your score?
Who mine?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It was better than I expected, knowing that Marvel, there's no great depth. There's no great real message about human condition that causes any empathy.
Yeah,
I
you won't
quite
find that
like-
in Marvel movies.
Yeah, I know. And I quite like the different color palettes for different moods that they use for different scenes. I like the Chinese mythological characters. And like I said, I like the more nuanced nature of here's different, you know, Chinese background people
Mm.
who are Americans. And, you know, they've got similarities, they've got differences. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 5. Yeah, that uneven pacing. So this is my second viewing. That uneven pacing still annoys me. And also the Awkwafina, the Katie and Shang-Chi relationship. I went, don't go there. That was also a bit downer.
Okay, 5 from Xiaoyan. How about
Oh wow.
Steph?
5.
Wow, that's
Bill?
That's generous.
I think
was
Steph
going, do
already-
I go 4.5? I was going, it was either 4 or 4 point. It was either 4 or 5. I went, I'll bump it up to 5. But okay,
Yeah.
let's go
I
down the
think
middle.
Steph.
so you're the
I think
hot
Steph
critic
gave it
this
an
time
8.
around.
Yeah,
So
I already
Steph-
gave
Yeah.
my
Oh,
score.
you-
It was
you-
an
you-
8.
you
She
said
said
eight.
8. She said 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 rings out of 10.
I think
Yeah.
is James still around or not?
James, Jeff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Bill.
Oh yeah, Jeff. What are you? Shang-Chi, Jeff. What would you give it, Jeff? What's your rap?
I'll give
Give a rap
it.
first.
I'll give it 8. I think too. I like
8 rings out of 10, huh? Yeah.
8 out of 10. 8 rings, yeah. And then James?
8 rings.
James?
I give it 7.
7.
Oh, nice.
7,
7 rings out of 10.
7 rings out of 10. And then Bill.
Bill,
Probably Bill's
unmute
gone.
yourself. Yeah.
Bill, he's here. He's back.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
all still here.
Well.
I'd have to snap one of the rings in half to give it 4.5 rings.
Woo, that's the same score I gave.
Out of 5 or out of 10?
Because it started off really well, and
Yeah,
then it was
yeah.
just kind of it was like never-ending story.
Let's
That
keep going.
movie.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I said, right? I really like the first half. I did.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the stronger part of the movie.
I think
Stronger
so.
point.
Yeah.
The stronger part.
Yeah.
And it, by
There
the
was that
way,
Even the first 2/3.
it still holds an amazing 98% audience score on Rotten
Okay.
Tomatoes.
In the 90s.
And 92% for like
critics.
the
The-
cinema.
Really high for critics.
And that,
you
that's
see
a pretty
this-
small margin between them. Yeah.
You see, this guy also says the same. The first half is better. And I like it
Yes.
much more than I was
exactly what you
expecting.
said. Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing
I
is,
think as
it's
well.
still holding that
Mark
score
Kermode's a
even
great
after
critic,
it's
by the
out
way.
of cinemas.
Oh, the great
Who?
critic. Oh,
Mark Kermode's a great critic.
Oh,
He's
Mark
one of the
Kermode.
Guardian critics, and for the longest time, he's done Kermode and Mayo. I don't know if they do it in a podcast form,
Oh
but
yeah. This is the video review. Yeah.
Mark
Kermode
Okay,
Kermode.
and
he's
Mayo.
done a video review as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,